Step into the zone where we elevate minds. More than just a coach, we're breaking the bonds. Lessons to inspire and lift you off the ground. In the sound we redefine the way we're found. Tune in, turn it up, let the vibe explode. Knowledge drops heavy on this winding road. More than a coach, we're a force on the rise. Busting through limits, reach for the skies. Each episode a journey, take the leap with me. Building greatness together, we're born to be free. Born to be free.
You ever ask a man how he's doing and he says, I'm alright. I'm here to tell you, that man is not alright. That man is battling demons that you cannot even possibly imagine. That man is struggling every single day to find a reason to keep going. And the reason we say we're alright is because as a man, nobody really fucking cares what you're going through. So why even bother to say it? But you know what? I feel you, brother. Because I'm alright too.
What's up, y'all? This your boy, Coach Marshall, from the More Than the Coach podcast. Welcome to tonight's show. It's going to be powerful. You seen that little intro video. My guest tonight, that's what we're going to be on. We're going to talk and get deep with it. You know, so to then, let me jump into my business. But once again, thank y'all for coming on the More Than the Coach podcast, this show. Also, you know, got to hit that disclaimer, y'all. Make sure nobody get mad at me for what they might see or hear, but it is what it is. Also, y'all, tonight's show is sponsored by Lavish Clothing. Y'all got to go check Mark Deasy out there on Lawndale. Get yourself together. Get fresh, get fly. Basketball season coming. You're going to be inside. You want to look good. Go get some Lavish gear. Simple and plain. Also, y'all see me in them. Roberta Cosa. The sunglasses by the champ, Robert Sizzle Sims. Y'all make sure y'all go and cop you a pair. $25. You can't beat it, man. Go and get you some good shades. Look good. Feel good. Simple. Oh, shoot. Sorry about that. Also, tonight, gotta always put love out here and support my brothers, my sisters. Join their podcast, y'all. Go watch them. 1804 show. It's something every year. Yacht Life Chronicles, Thought Magazine, Radiant Thoughts. Also, you can get on Live Ways, and y'all got to go and check them all out. Simple and plain, y'all. So I appreciate that. But like I said, tonight, I got a special guest coming on. I see him just kicked inside the green room. So I'm going to go and jump into our introduction. And it's real simple, y'all. Tonight, I had the pleasure of sitting down with a brother, a childhood friend of mine. We was in the church choir together, played church league basketball. He's also a former teacher, high school coach, a youth counselor in Detroit, Michigan. He's also a personal trainer, as you see on the screen. My brother be getting it in, even won some competitions out there. He's a personal trainer, a nutritional specialist while working full time at GM. He loves live music. Same here, my brother. He loves DJing at weddings, and he loves traveling. So tonight, y'all, it's an honor to welcome Mr. Corey U-Fit Jackson to the More Than the Coach podcast. What's up, my brother?
What's up, my brother? How you be, man?
You got it.
Always
Man, I'm
good to
blessed,
see
man.
you.
Man,
Good.
for real, man. For real. How things going with you today?
Man, slow motion, man. Again, as we talked before, just taking it day by day, man.
That's it. That's a blessing, bro. For real.
Yeah.
I know you heard the introduction, but I also love to give my guests a chance to speak on their behalf. If there's anything you would like to add that I might have missed, you would like to add to let my listeners know about you, Core?
Nah, man. I mean, you summed it up pretty well, man. That's all most people need to know. I mean, in reality, we go way back. You know what I'm saying? I remember the overnights at the church.
Oh yeah.
We played basketball all night and went downstairs and went to sleep, all that kind of stuff. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, we go way back. We got some history, man. So far as me, I don't. I'm at a point in life where I getting in touch with my spiritual side,
Mhm.
my mental, getting in shape mentally. So it's not really about all the things that I accomplished in life and where I'm at in life right now or what I have. So more or less, I think, I'm coming from a standpoint of just, taking care of myself and loving on people, man.
Yeah, that's true, bro. I also forgot to mention you're a Michigan State grad, right?
No, no, Eastern Michigan
Oh,
University, still green and white,
still green and white. That's
still
right.
green and white.
Salute to the Eagles, you know. Yeah,
But
my
I started at Lansing Community College. I used to
yeah,
hang out with those guys, Andre Rison, because Craig Shivers.
yep. I
Craig,
remember Craig.
he had a cousin that played on Michigan State. So we
Mm,
used to go to the games and hang out with them guys when we were in high school. We were in
okay.
12th grade, we went down there. So I was like, man, I want to be down here. So that's how I got hooked with
That's
the Spartans, man.
okay.
Hanging out.
Oh
Can you imagine hanging out with Andre Rison and them, Percy Snow,
yeah.
and
Oh
all them
yeah.
big name guys? Then I got a chance once I played basketball, a little bit of LCC. I wasn't actually on the team, but I practiced with the team because Corey Ward and all those guys were on the team.
Yep.
So
That's right.
we actually played against Michigan State over in the summertime when
Okay.
they had Sean Respert, Eric Snow,
Yeah.
Steve Smith was there. We actually got a chance to play against Magic one time. He came out
Okay.
and hooped with us. But yeah, so that's how I really got hooked on that green and white, man. It
Yeah.
started back when I was young.
Oh yeah, that's sweet. Speaking of
But
magic, I don't know if you see if you can see it in the background. I probably have to switch the camera around. Might not do it, but yeah, that jersey hanging up there on the other side of the one right here. So you know how that go. Always, bro. Real. Well, that's
yeah,
cool, man. Look, one of my listeners already talking trash. Look at him.
already.
That's JJ I was telling you about. Yeah, that's who it
Okay,
is.
okay,
What's
that's
up,
what's
J
up.
Jack? Yeah, he said go Spartans, man, for real.
Those Spartans, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And then when I went to Eastern Michigan, you know what I'm saying? I used to go down there and hang out with the Fab Five and all them kind of guy, but I just couldn't get with that. I just couldn't get with that. I couldn't get with that. I don't even want to say the colors. I couldn't
Oh,
get
you
with it, man.
amazing, bro. Amazing,
Yeah,
bro. With you,
I
man.
was just too deep. I was too
Mm,
deep rooted, in that
yeah.
green and white, man.
I understand. Hey, I respect it. I respect it. You know, I really am a Spartan basketball fan. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna hate on it. But when it comes to ball, you
Yeah,
already
yeah,
know.
yeah. I was rocking with Michigan when Juwan Howard was there. That was the only
Mhm.
reason why I would, 'cause I wanted to see that brother do well. So
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So I don't know if you caught the beginning of the show, man, but I had played a video. I just wanted to, since we talking about we gonna, touch on some mental health issues tonight and talk about that to see if you seen that video I had played or not. And
no,
if
I
not,
didn't see it. I didn't see it. No.
right? Well, I'm gonna hit it right back real quick, man, and I want to get your thoughts on it when we come back to it. So give me a
You ever
second.
ask a man how he's doing and he says, I'm alright. I'm here to tell you, that man is not alright. That man is battling demons that you cannot even possibly imagine. That man is struggling every single day to find a reason to keep going. And the reason we say we're alright is because as a man, nobody really fucking cares what you're going through. So why even bother to say it? But you know what? I feel you, brother. Because I'm alright too.
Man, that's powerful, bro.
That's pretty deep, man.
That's deep, man. And
That's
it's a lot of people out there living like that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of brothers too.
yeah,
They
you're
living
looking
like
at one, man.
same.
Looking at one, man. I mean,
Yeah.
if I had to describe what I feel now,
Hmm.
and like when we talk about the issues of mental health, I'm going to speak a lot, pretty much from experience.
Yeah.
You know, what I go through and what I've seen other people go through.
Hmm.
Things like that. But if I had to describe
Hmm.
myself tonight, that was it.
That
Every
was it.
day I try to find a way to keep
Hmm.
going. You
Hmm.
know.
Yeah. So, because I'm the same way, bro, and this is one of my outlets. Talking to
Mhm.
people, podcasting is weird because sometimes you don't like to talk to people. But
Right.
I find it that it's helpful for me to talk.
Yeah.
So how do you, you deal and get through that every day?
That's it. I mean, just trying to be around people, try to talk.
Mm-hmm.
I think, trying to stay away from isolation because,
Mm,
the demons want you to isolate, get by yourself and things like that, and it can be challenging, in
yeah,
this day and age because, if you think about when we were raised and when we came up, it was community.
yeah.
We had sinners, we had people, I mean, I don't know who didn't babysit me. You know what I'm saying? When we
For
went to
real.
church together, we got hand, you know what I'm saying? We were around great people.
That's
When we
right.
played football, when we went, things like that. It's like what kept us together. But if you look
Hmm.
at now, as we've gotten older, it's just like everybody's so individualized. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? And I was talking to a young lady
true.
today, and I said, the key thing, is that we need each other's energy to survive.
That's
A lot
right.
of times when you isolate, you by yourself, and you can meditate, you can do your exercises, but you're alone.
Hmm.
That that's not enough.
Yeah,
You
that's
know what I'm
true.
saying? So it's trying to stay from that isolation. So each and every day I try to, like you said in the video, is really just try to get out and do something, be interact, whether it's going to the grocery store, whether it's
Hmm.
going to the gym, just to be around people. Because my life has changed. It's different. I'm older. So
Mm,
yes, of course your circle is going to get smaller and you're going to be not around people as much.
yeah,
So I try to stay active, getting back out in the community, far as like, doing the election, helping out with the election, going to church, on a regular, um, and like I said, going to the gym, and
yeah,
then training people, training my clients,
yeah. That's
so
true,
yeah,
man.
because I've learned a
That's
lot.
that's good, and I'm glad you mentioned that. When we come back to the mental health part, but let's get into how did you start helping. Well, how did you get into the personal training, lifting, and bodybuilding? Because that's what it was. You started out, right?
Yeah, you know what? And that started out, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I started young.
Mm,
I had a cousin who introduced me. He's from Mississippi. He
okay.
came. He used to live in Saginaw, and he introduced me to weights. He introduced me to
Mm.
I don't know if you remember the water weights where you had to add water.
The
They was
little plastic
plastic.
ones? Yeah,
Yeah, and
yeah.
then they went to the cement ones. Yeah, I
Mhm.
had those. And so, yeah, I would get. He would be flexing, and I'd be lifting. Doing my curls on the steps and stuff like that. So
Yeah,
that's how it really started with me. And then I even have some pictures. When I used to go swimming at the pools, I'm flexing and things like that. So, yeah, I started early.
okay.
I started early in life with that and going to the gym. We had a lot of centers,
Yeah.
the neighborhood house, the
Civitan.
Civitan, First Ward, they had stuff in there, so I was always active,
Okay.
right? And from there it's just pretty much, that's how it all started. Like I tell people all the time, they like, how do you do it all the time? I say it's because I started young. Not
Yeah.
if you started late, it's not an issue. You still can get involved with it. But for me, it was a blessing to me to start when I was
Mm,
young. So that's how
okay.
I got started in that. So fast forward to 2013, 14. Um, um, I Well, throughout my life, even like I say, even when I was in Lansing Community College playing basketball with those guys and things like that, I would help people out. I don't know
Okay.
what I looked like back then, but people always would come to me for advice and help and stuff like that. You know, Wherever I'm at, it's like
Yeah.
I didn't think I was, any different than anybody else, right?
Mhm.
So, um, so I could be at the YMCA, somebody come up ask me a question, and how to do this, how to do that, and I was like, okay, okay. So I eventually just decided to go ahead and get my license,
Mm,
in 2013, 2014, right before my mother passed away,
mm,
due to mental health issues. Um, I
mm.
I was I got my license, and then then I wanted to help people full circle because I knew it wasn't it was I was missing something.
Yeah.
I knew it wasn't the weights. I knew it wasn't going to the gym because that was the easy part, and
Mhm.
I wasn't looking the way that I wanted to look, right? So I
Okay.
ended up moving down here, and I got with some people here at a small little gym. I was trying to get into the big box change gym, but they didn't want to hire me. So I went to this little small gym, and he said, if you do this 24-day challenge, I'll let you train your clients here, for 2 or 3 months, and then I won't charge you until that third month till you build up your clientele. So
Wow.
I did the 24-day challenge, and that's the piece that I was missing was that nutrition.
Mm.
I,
Okay.
I I was at his gym, and it was like I saw other bodybuilders, I saw all the people competing in M.T.A.C and stuff like that. I said, nah, I don't want to do that. I just want to lose a little weight because I just couldn't get over that hump. I
Yeah.
couldn't get below 220. I was like, why I can't never, I'm working out every day. I'm spending hours in the gym.
Mm.
I'm sweating, but I ain't losing no weight, right?
Mhm.
I ain't losing no weight. And then I got with those people who were actually competing because I was always intrigued by like Tony Atlas, those
Yeah.
guys. And
Yep.
and I was always, I had went to a couple NPC shows when I was younger, just seeing those bodybuilders, but I said I never thought I would be one, what I'm saying? I never thought I would be on stage. So as I started losing weight, what I'm saying, and started seeing the cuts and I started learning about muscle separation and how
Mm.
to get that, I was like, wow, I end up doing better than most of the guys that were in the gym. You know what I'm
Wow.
saying? It's like they didn't want no smoke. After a while, I was like, once I figured it out, and
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it boiled down to my nutrition. And I didn't eat no junk.
Okay.
It was just straight food. I didn't starve myself. It
Mhm.
was just eating food,
Okay.
eating food, eating food. No junk, no
Mm.
sodas, nothing like that. It was just all natural foods. And that's how I pretty much got started with that. And then, you
Wow.
know, yeah,
That takes a lot of discipline, man. Because I
yeah,
remember when you first got on Facebook with your nutrition and you were showing the meal prepping and
yeah,
I reached out to you, man, and I was like, man, what it was like you said, that discipline.
yeah.
And and I admit I lost that battle. I wasn't disciplined enough, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
yeah,
But we all
so
got discipline though, Kev. It's just what you discipline in. You
that's
can be
true.
disciplined in eating bad. That's a discipline. You know what I'm saying?
I never thought of it that way.
Yeah, that's a discipline. To be able to eat like that bad every day, that's a discipline. So
Okay.
yeah. But I wanted to change my life. And then when I moved down here, I said, I wanted to make over. I wanted to
Mm,
change the way I look. I wanted to change the way I walk. I walked. I wanted to change the way I feel.
yeah,
That's um, and I did that. I set out to do that. And I think that's what really helped me a lot in my mental issues or mental health issues that I have. I
yeah,
think it really helped me out. I thank God that I'd already had that in me to work
mm,
out and exercise and feel great.
yeah.
Because after my mother, again, as she passed away due to mental health issues, um,
Sorry to hear
it
that.
helped me deal with. I was able to deal with that.
Mm,
I tell people all the time, it's like if I was feeling bad, not feeling good about myself at the time before she passed, I would have had to deal with that and
mhm,
deal with her.
yeah,
But I only had to deal with her. I didn't have to deal with myself because I used that as a tool, what I'm saying? So I ain't had to deal with I'm good. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? But if you're
yeah,
already feeling, depressed and hurt and,
hmm,
before she passed, if I was already feeling that way and she passed, then that's like a double whammy,
yeah,
if
that's
that
true.
makes sense.
That's
You know what
true.
I'm saying? So if I
Yep,
can say it on here, yeah, my mother, she dealt with mental health issues. I didn't know a lot about it at the time. I knew that she tried to attempt suicide when we were younger one
yeah,
time, but over the years, I thought she was straight. But again, what happened was I lost my stepdad, and then she started, losing her mom, her dad, her sister,
mm,
and she became lonely. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? She didn't have that support no more because she was young.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like my stepdad was only like 48 when he passed away.
Wow.
And so yeah, so they were young and um as we talked about that mental health, it's like she didn't have that because he took care of her. And then
Yeah,
once that was gone, it was hard for her to really,
yeah,
so yeah, so she ended up, right when I moved down here, doing that, committing suicide. And then that's when I really, dealt with that. And then I got into it because prior to I had another friend who, was struggling with mental health and illness that took his life as well. So,
hmm,
but yeah, that's pretty much in a nutshell how I got kind of started,
okay,
with the weight training and stuff like that. And yeah,
yeah. So, what are some of the red flags you see in people that's going through and struggling with mental health?
um, emotional,
Mm,
emotional changes, isolating.
yeah.
I can read a person,
Mm,
saying they may be struggling. And I just got done talking to a lady today, and we were talking about a lot of people are dealing with emotional issues.
Yes.
right? But she was kind of talking about, well, things been happening in my life. You know, I got somebody hit my car. It's a lot of she was naming a lot of external things that were happening. I
Mm,
said, that's not bad. I said, the problem is today is people dealing with internal stuff.
that's true.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
true.
It I can read it, you know, like
Mm,
we had a lady that sings in our choir and real spiritual, but I felt her energy when she
mm,
was testifying in a song. I said, that lady's hurting, you know what I'm saying?
wow.
Even though she's in Christ, even though she's there every Sunday, she sings, she does so much for our ministry, but I felt it because I've been there.
Yeah.
So a lot of signs like, you know, isolation, emotional, you
Yeah.
know, and those are two of the main ones that I can really, you know, attest to that
Yeah.
I could as a red flag for me.
Yeah. That emotional is big though, for real. It's like we
Big.
talked, when me and you had our conversation. It seemed like the older you get, you go back and those childhood things start messing with you. You start
Mhm.
thinking about it. I always called it my box. I like to keep stuff in that box.
Yeah.
And now that you're getting older, things starting to slip out that box. It's
Mhm.
a scary feeling though. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? It's a scary feeling. So wow, that's deep, man. So what
Yeah.
would you recommend? Like if you was like, I know you counsel and talk to some people. What would you recommend them to do if they sitting at home now listening to me and you talk about mental health? What would you recommend somebody to do to help themselves out of this situation?
The first thing I would do is say go talk to somebody. I see
Hmm.
a therapist, and I also have a psych doctor, and I'm on medication. You know, even though I'm taking a low dose medication, really try to help, you know, with my thinking, because a
Hmm.
lot of times what we don't understand is really our thinking, and we don't have control of our thoughts. A
Mm.
lot we think we do,
Yeah.
but I've been learning a lot that we really don't. And so just for somebody maybe sitting at home, I would say go talk to a counselor because I'm now at a point now I look forward. That gives me energy now, knowing
Mm.
that I got that schedule. Can
Okay.
go, you know, find that safe space where you can talk,
Mm.
right? So I would say that would be the first step. Then I would say, you
Okay.
know, if you got a close circle of friends, you know, get involved with them and let them know
Mm.
that I would say, I mean, I can tell you right now what I'm struggling with. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Let
Yeah.
them know what you're going through.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? The more you talk about what you're going through, what you're gonna see is you're gonna see that person probably either going through it or
Mm.
went through it
Mm.
and maybe can help you. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
and you realize that you're not the only one sitting at home going through this. It is so many people dealing with
Mm.
sleep issues. They can't sleep because they can't shut their mind down. So the more you talk, the more you're gonna see, like, oh, okay, I ain't the only one going through this. Okay,
Mhm.
this is about life. And
Yeah.
this is life.
Mm.
Okay. And once we begin to understand that, again, like the guy said, you just try to find something to help you get through every single day.
Yeah. And I think that's part of the problem with somebody like myself. I got a wall and I don't want to go over that wall. Don't want, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's trying to find, like when you reached out to me and you say, look, we got to talk because I see you and I feel you. And I looked at you and you was like, you know what I'm talking about? And I just let it alone. And then now look at us tonight. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? So, and with us saying that, I'm gonna go to this, like you said, since it's people at home that's dealing with it. This will everybody that's here in Saginaw. Y'all reach out to 20 L Gray from SBH Solutions Behavioral Health. He right here in the city of Saginaw, y'all. It might be others, but I know this brother personally, and he can help you. And so you can reach out to him at 989-401-5562, or you can reach him on his website at info solutions health at info at solutionsSBH.net, or you can find him on Facebook at Solutions Behavioral Health. So y'all make sure y'all reach out because he's somebody that'll talk to you, help you out, and see you going through the struggle. For real.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because like you said, somebody might be going through it and you know what I'm saying, and need it. Oh, we got the missus on here. She says, great point. We do not have control of our thoughts. We can try to adjust our thoughts, but we do not have control of them. For real. So
See,
she
see?
Yeah, that's true,
It's the
bro.
truth.
You
Man,
know,
you just
that's
gotta
true.
find ways. Again, I listen to a lot of different podcasts. I listen to things like, being present. That I try to listen to audios about now. Be now. If you go, the title of the book is Now,
Hmm.
being present. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, and actually I was listening to um the old X Clan. Them righteous
Mm.
brothers, right? And
Yeah. And
on
get
my
deep.
journey, I'm trying to tap into my spiritual side, and what's really real. And one of the things that stood out to me, you know how you listen to songs, and it's stuff that you ain't, you might have heard it years ago, but it may not
Yep.
resonate to you what they were saying.
Because we was listening
It's
to the
like,
music.
listen to the music. It's like, man,
Yeah.
this dude said this. How old is this? Is X Clan. We talking what,
Mhm.
80s?
80s. Early
He
80s
already
too.
talking this. And then one of the things that stood out to me, he said, "There's no beginning and there's no end."
Mm. Wow. That's deep. There's no beginning and no end. That's powerful right there. That's powerful. For
No
real.
beginning, there's no end. I don't care. I mean, how spiritual you want to be and how you want to portray
Mhm.
things, but the reality of it is, when you out of here, it's gonna keep going.
That's right. That is true.
You know,
Wow.
I I know the scripture is real. I know I get it, but can you even fathom? And I talked to the young lady about this today. Can you even fathom? Can you really? Can you really resonate with Adam and Eve?
Hmm.
Can you really think that it was only two people here? That was the beginning?
Ooh. Ooh wee. You get deep right there, boy.
I'm just saying though, we talk about it
Yeah.
all the time, but just think about it.
Yeah.
I'm like, really?
Yeah.
What is two people gonna do here on this earth? You know what I'm saying? Without
Wow.
the divine being here with them.
Yeah. Wow. That's
so
deep.
so where the beginning at? Where is the beginning? Where is the end?
Mm.
This earth been here for over 2,000 years. We can
Yeah.
talk about Jesus coming back and all that kind of stuff, but
Hmm.
if you think about it, if he destroyed the world once, he didn't destroy the world, he destroyed the people. If that's how you want to look at it, the
Mm.
world was still here. The same world that
Mhm.
you claim Moses walked on. This the same earth.
Mm. Mm. You saying something, man.
Yeah.
People got more.
So just get in touch with reality, but I would again suggest that that somebody would, like that guy you mentioned that they're in
Mhm.
town, just get with them
Yeah.
and stay plugged in. Get active in life, and the second thing I would recommend people do is kind of focus on your nutrition.
Mm.
There are a lot of I'm doing acupuncture therapy right now, and
Mm.
as I got engaged with her, she gave me some other pointers about some natural herbs that really help getting the
Mm.
toxins out of your body. She
Yeah.
looked at my tongue and say, "Look at your balance of your body. Are you hurting on this side, that side? I see all these little things in. Let's try a new different probiotic that's gonna really get the gut and get those things cleaned out of your system and see how you
Mm.
feel." So
Oh,
yeah, I'd say the second thing is to as we get older, Kel, we are not young anymore. So if you
yeah.
think of a brand new car, right? The pipes are clean, everything's smelling fresh. But once you get over
Mhm.
100,000 miles, 150,000 miles, guess what you got to do more often?
Gotta clean
You
it
got to
out.
take better
Change that
care. You got to
oil.
keep cleaning it out. You got to
Right.
more and more. As the car gets older, the more maintenance. Same way with
Yeah.
humans. The older we get, I
Mhm.
mean, I know we may think that we can just go through this life and we just go through frivolously and not think about what we put in our bodies, because that
Yeah.
affects your mental so
Mhm.
much. The toxins that are in foods nowadays, I know that's
Mm.
why a lot of things are ramped up around here, as far as attempted suicides and depression and anxiety and all that. It's lots of it stems from our nutrition. And
Yeah.
if you can start diving into what works for you, I can give you a baseline plan, but at the end of
Mhm.
the day, you got to find what works for you. You take that baseline. Okay, here's how I'm supposed to eat. Okay, now I can't tell you the supplements and things that I'm taking right now, but I can give you a baseline. And what's going to happen is the universe will respond to you, and you'll
Mm.
find what you need.
Mm.
Because I didn't know, I went to this therapy, this occupational therapy, and she introduced me to something
Mm.
that's totally like off the chain. I'm like, okay. and I've used it and I already feel a difference. Like, okay, yeah, the
Ah,
acupuncture therapy actually helps. I understand people may be financially not strapped, but I mean, if you get the money, you're able to do those kind of things. It definitely helps. One of the things that I'm working on is my anxiety, and she
mm,
hit some points and she's working on my knee replacement, healing that. One of the things that I felt that improved the first night was, I had night sweats. It's not
mm,
it's not really sweating bad, but I sweat a little bit at night. But whatever
yeah.
she did, the last 2 nights I haven't sweat. You know what I'm saying? So I
Okay.
think if you set off on a journey to start researching, because we have access to so much now. You
Yes,
know what I'm
true.
saying? And there's no excuse. So we have
Yeah.
access to say, I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna get my physical together. I'm gonna get my health together. And then once you
Yeah.
say it, things should start lining up. You know what I'm saying? And you'll begin to um, 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 get away from a lot of that other stuff that we're eating in the stores. You'll stop eating hot dogs. You'll stop eating bologna sandwich. You'll stop eating ramen
Mm,
noodles because you know those things aren't
mm,
beneficial for you because that plays
yeah.
a part. All that soda plays a part up here. So I
Mm,
know I'm gonna tell you this, Kev. A lot of times when I am struggling, I look at my
yeah.
diet. I say I'm struggling because of my diet. I'm not eating. I got to
Mm,
clean it up. Not to say you're gonna be perfect all your life. I mean, I'm not.
yeah.
That's not what I teach my people. I don't teach them that you got
Yeah.
to be perfect all your life. I don't teach them to say you can't have a honey bun every once in a while. I don't teach them that you can't, sip a soda every once in a while. I don't teach them that. I say that's okay, right? So the thing is, when you're not feeling well, it's going to affect your mental. And a lot of us
Mm,
deal with this because we don't know we're eating the wrong stuff.
exactly. That's
Yeah.
true. And it's so different from when we were kids. Like I tell people one thing, I laugh at a lot of people. They go buy all this tap water, I mean bottled water, and and then they look at me, I still drink it from the sink.
Yeah.
And then that's wrong. I said, I grew up on it. I
Yeah.
grew up on water hoses in the backyard,
In the
drinking
backyard.
water.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so I think sometimes those bottled waters is more dangerous than the
It's the
stuff
same
that they
thing. Yeah. Yep.
come out now.
You see what I'm drinking out of, right?
That's right.
Just come out the refrigerator.
See?
Yeah, if I'm
Yeah,
at work and they got a dispenser, I go there.
yeah.
I got
Same.
water bottles here, like from company. People come over, they want,
Oh yeah.
bottled water. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Everybody
But I
want,
stopped buying bottled waters a long time ago.
mm,
I got tired of throwing the bottles away. You know,
yeah.
I do think of environmental things. I try to do the best I can environmentally. So that's one of the things that
Yeah.
I don't do is buy a bunch of those water bottles. If I'm having an event or something like that, and people over, I keep some here on deck.
Yeah.
But here's how I started with my water, Kel. When I first started and got into my nutrition, I got into bodybuilding.
Mhm.
I went to the store and I bought seven gallons of water.
Mm.
This is back when I was drinking a gallon a day. That was real
Yeah.
active. I'm not gonna say no. I don't want nobody just jumping up, running out here drinking a gallon of water every day. And you're not
Mhm.
active. I was able to do that because I was active. I was working full time. I was training. I was doing my workouts. I was, doing boot camp stuff like that. So it was easy for me to drink water. But I add
Mhm.
lemons to my water, which makes it a lot easier to drink.
Mm.
And people don't know that. But if you put a lemon in there, it don't make you feel full. You know how you drink it. If you drink it just plain water, you
Mhm.
feel full.
Yep.
But if you
Yep.
drop that lemon in there and let that lemon stay in there all day, you'll drink that water like this and you
Mm.
won't feel full. You know what I'm saying? But what I did when I first started, I had 7 gallons of water and I would drink a gallon a day. And
Mm.
Sunday, I would go to Kroger's, fill them
Mm.
7 gallons up, and I would just pour it in here when I need it.
Okay. I
You know
got
what I'm
you.
saying?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but yeah,
That's the thing.
but that's
That's
how
a
I say
good.
the first thing, if you feeling bad, the first thing I do is say, go talk with somebody. The second thing I would say is look into your nutrition.
Okay.
Begin to change that. There's so
Yeah.
much information out there. If you want to go to my website,
That's
youfitLifestyle.net,
right.
I can show you where to get the 24-day challenge. And you do that. It comes with a complete meal plan, right?
Mhm.
It's going to show you what you eat from the time you go to bed to the time you get up to the time you go to bed. And it's going to give you a supplement regimen, a basic foundation of just probiotics, omegas, you know, vitamin C, and all that kind of stuff. It's going to give you that regimen. And then from that regimen, you build from that. You build
Yeah.
from that. You don't just stay stuck there, but it's just once you start doing more research and Things will come to you. A lot of stuff will fall in your lap. You don't even realize it that you're
Wow.
gonna need, that you're gonna have to do. So, but you gotta get started. You gotta put that meal plan on your refrigerator. You gotta see it every day. If you
Yeah.
don't see a meal plan, you're not gonna do it. Post
Mm.
it on your refrigerator. Post it in your bedroom. Put it on
Yeah.
your counter. Leave it on the counter.
Mm.
If you got children, you got family, leave it so they can read it.
Okay.
My meal plan stayed on my refrigerator
Wow.
because, yeah, it stayed on my refrigerator because I was like, okay, when I'm supposed to eat, okay. Because I didn't, it takes a while to know. Like for me, it was like, how much protein should I be eating? So
Yeah.
now I know when I eat my protein, I try to get between, depending on what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Between
Mm-hmm.
5 and 6 ounces is where I want to be at. If I ain't really
Okay.
active, I can go down to 5 ounces. And I can kind of see that now. But it
Mm.
took practice and seeing it. If you don't see it, you're not
Hmm.
gonna do it, man. You put that meal plan on your refrigerator and you stick to it. You like, okay, you read it every day. It's not hard to read. You don't need a dictionary to read a meal plan. Not the ones that I deal with.
Yeah.
You just go block. It tells you, get up, do your meal replacement, do your fiber drink, do your meal replacement shake. Okay, boom, take this, take this. Okay, 3 hours later, boom, here's your snack. Okay, here's what you're supposed to do for your snack, and it gives you options. Okay, 3 hours later, I'm gonna eat again. Here's
Mm.
it. Here's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So once you get in the habit of meal prepping, like tomorrow, what I'm doing tomorrow, I just went to the grocery store today, Kel.
Mm-hmm.
I got some chicken breasts. I'm gonna throw some burgers on there. Some steak burgers or whatever. But I'm a grill. I'm gonna grill all my meat tomorrow.
Mm.
So I'll be good for like 4 or 5 days.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw everything on the grill in the morning. Boom, boom, boom. Put it in the refrigerator. Some I'll freeze, and then some I'll just put in the refrigerator.
Okay.
So now I don't have to worry about what I'm going to be eating. I don't have to worry about, okay, what restaurant I'm going to eat. Because we know these
Yeah.
restaurants is full of garbage. Okay, you
Man.
wonder why you're not feeling good. These
Mm.
restaurants, and I ain't hating on none of them. They great, but I don't think people should be going to them all the time. And
Yeah.
people DoorDash and all that, eating all that stuff all the time. That's why the mental health issues are on the uprise. You
That's
still
true.
going to McDonald's. I mean, I go to I like a Whopper every once in a while.
Hmm.
I like the wraps that are at maybe Chick-fil-A or at Wendy's every once in a while. Kel,
Yeah.
it's okay, but
Yeah.
that's not my go-to every day.
That's right.
I got chicken up there ready, already cooked. I just made a
Mm.
salad before we got on here. I made me a
Okay.
nice big salad, chopped me up some chicken 'cause I have my chicken breasts already ready.
Yeah.
I had my rice already ready. Warm that up, made my salad, put my cucumbers, tomatoes, and what my little toppings in there. Warm that rice and chicken up, and then dump right on top of that salad. Put some olive oil in there and a little bit of dressing, the
Mm.
fat-free dressing, just a little bit. Because again, for the average person. Now, when I was competing in bodybuilding, I didn't use dressing. I just used apple cider vinegar and olive oil, and it was still good. But
Mm.
now, I mean, to be realistic with people, add a little bit of dressing on there, sugar-free dressing, and some olive oil, and stir it up, mix it up. Boom, there it is.
Okay. Giving
But
y'all
yeah,
some chef tips tonight too. Y'all better pay attention. So
yeah.
man, I appreciate that, and I know my listeners will too, man. Um, but I gotta ask you, for someone that encourages people, and you struggling with mental health, going through, where do you, besides I know God first and foremost, where do you find that how I want to say it, that energy when you down low? You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? How do you find that energy for you, Corey?
Um, First of all, what I try to do far as like I struggle in the morning time. I
Mm,
used to be a morning person, but for some odd reason, I think this year it's just I've been a little bit off, right? So what I
okay.
try to do is I try to get up and I try to get up and I try to meditate first. If God wakes me up in the middle of the night, 3 o'clock in the morning, I say, God, what you want? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You see, I'm here. I'm here. All right. I'm here. I'm laying here and I'm hurting. You know, where's my daily bread? You know what I'm saying? And I talk to God in the morning.
Yeah.
I just one pastor, he's out of TD Jake's church, but he came down here for a men's conference for us. And I can't think of his name right now. Shoot, but
Hmm.
he, I listen to him because he got a lot of YouTubes. But
Okay.
first thing is first, I speak with God first, especially
Yes.
when he wakes me up, you know what I'm saying? And I wake up in that flight or flight mode. I'm like, what is it, God?
Hmm.
What is it I'm doing? You
Yeah.
know, so I'm a little OCD. So I try to, keep my house
Hmm.
in a way where I can find energy, where I get up and I'll light a candle,
Hmm.
or I have my oil fusion burning, things like that to get me in the right mind frame
Okay.
and think about, okay, I try not to think about too far in the future, but who can I help today?
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? God, I want to feel
Yeah.
good today. I want to feel good today because I know somebody out there needs my help. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But for the most part, I think that with this knee surgery, I've been sat down to learn a lot of stuff, to really take my issues and go out and help somebody. So this is actually turning over a new leaf for me.
Okay.
Even though I was helping people nutritionally and stuff like that, I think that even watching you, I don't know if you know it or not, this is divine
Hmm.
because I plugged in with you about a year ago or something. I was tagging you
Mhm.
like brothers in faith,
Yep.
brothers in faith, 'cause I saw you posting your scriptures every morning.
Yep.
So I'm gonna
Every
stay
morning.
plugged in with Kev because I want that. This is divine, Kev. You don't even realize it.
Hmm.
This is like I want that circle of men,
Yeah.
and
That's
you were the first. I was like, okay, because I can read. I read you,
yeah. Yeah.
and I
And I'm gonna
felt
be
you.
and I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I'm like you. God wake me up at 3 in the morning. I already know what that's about. He got something to say. I gotta listen.
Hmm.
Then the next thing I do is get my scripture, read that scripture. I put it out on social media because, like you said, we never know who we helping.
Right.
And I had some people I never knew walk up to me, like, "Thanks, bro, for what you said this morning." And
Hmm.
and it kind of helps me a little bit.
Yeah.
And I do like you do, man. I had to take that moment to talk to God, man, and it helped me through my struggles. And then, and I got a couple guys that I might reach out to when I'm struggling. Like my
Hmm.
big brother Sonny Hines, man. If it wasn't for him spiritually, I don't know where I'll be. I'll never forget about 3 weeks ago. I called him, man. I was sitting in the car, man, and I was broke. I was broke, man. I'm talking about like mentally gone.
I've been there.
And I just had to call him, bro, and I cried like a damn baby.
Hmm.
And I just talked to him, man, and he said a couple things to me, and it was like a confirmation because I kept seeing it all day popping up, and I'm like, wow. I said, God know what he be doing.
You know what he be doing, don't he?
And then so in return, I turned around and helped somebody else even through my struggle that day.
Yep.
You
And I've
know,
been hearing that too. Is that your how do they say it? Your disappointments, um it's going to help somebody else.
mm,
Yeah, it was something to the extent of that. And I kept seeing that. I kept
mm,
hearing that. So now I'm just going to use it. And I
mm,
think same thing with you is that we just got to use it to help people, what we're
yeah,
going through, and be transparent with people.
yeah, that's
And,
true.
and that's what I've been doing, been transparent with people because again, like I said, you ain't the only one.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Real.
So it's hard. You know what I'm saying? I'm single right now. I ain't letting nobody invade my space that ain't gonna be here to. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard. You want somebody here with you, but I don't want just know anybody. I could
Yeah.
have somebody here with me, but I don't. God got something good for me. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't
And,
let
and if it's full of drama and it's full of all that other, that ain't what I need. So
mhm.
stay alone. Stay alone.
Yeah.
I got you. And I keep saying, I got you. I got you.
Yep.
I got you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, um, but I read you.
Yeah.
I
You
read
did.
your heart. You know what I'm
You
saying?
did. You
And I
did.
plugged in. You don't even know it. And like I say, this is divine that we on here talking right now.
Hmm. That's wild, bro. Like I said, when you told me, I've been watching and I'm reading you, and me and you got to talk. And I was like, what other way to do it? Let's get on this podcast.
Yeah,
Let's have
yeah,
this conversation.
yeah.
It's,
But
it's kind of like my wife get on me all the time about not talking. But it go
mhm,
back to like you said, I be in that box, don't
mhm,
feel like giving up
yeah,
everything. And
yeah,
you stay on me, but I know I got to do better with it.
yeah.
And I'm personally gonna be going and reaching out to 20 Gray and start going to get
Good,
some therapy, man.
good, good,
So
man. That's excellent,
I
man. That's excellent. That's I think that's a step forward, man, with us as men.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So
That's true.
um,
Mm-hmm.
I count it as a blessing. We just gotta, we can you can look good coaching out there with
Mm-hmm.
the kids. I can look good out here. Like I tell people all the time, it's like you can see my pose, I'm flexing and this and that. Those are all external things.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Who are you?
Yeah. That's
What's
true.
really going on? We
That's true.
use those things to kind of, which is good that we're active, that we're doing things that kind of help us deal with.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of times I go to the gym, I mean, get those that dopamine, that feel good hormone. We
Mm-hmm.
need that. You
That's
got to
true.
do that. You got to move that to get those endorphins to
Yeah.
pump it. You know what I'm saying? That dopamine is what you need. That's that feel good stuff. So
Yeah.
a lot of times when I am down, I go to the gym. I
Yeah.
ain't got to go in there and act crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Just go in there light. I'm
Yeah.
lightweight. People think, well, you got a lot of muscle, this and that. Man, I don't. Be honest. I eat a lot of protein.
Yeah.
Protein is the building blocks. Without protein, you're not gonna build no muscle.
Mm. That's
So,
true.
like I say, most of it's done at the kitchen table. So I
Mm-hmm.
go in there lightweight, just get high reps, put my
Yeah.
music in my ear. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now I'm experiencing getting in the water. Just get in the water. I can't swim, but I just get in the water. This is the flow of the water.
Yeah.
The water just flows wherever it want to go. Anybody controlling the waves in the water.
Nah.
So just get
Nah.
in the water. I get in the water. Whether I walk on down the pool, maybe I swim a little bit, but get those endorphins going. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying?
Now that's
So,
true.
but yeah, but all those things are great. But again, we still got to sit down and deal with ourselves. And
Yeah.
we do that, you know what I'm saying, by taking care of the inside. Again, going back to, again, if you're not feeling, look at your nutrition. How did you eat today? How
Mm.
much water did you consume? You know what I'm saying? Because, our body's it's half water anyway. So if you're not drinking no water, you want
Yeah.
to lose some weight, drink a lot of water. Because what happens is it's water retention. Because a lot of
Mm-hmm.
times when we're competing, and I don't look like, I don't look cut up like that all day
Mm.
because it's water retention. The reason why we drink so much water, and and this is scientifically proven, the more water you drink, the more water you're gonna push out, right?
Mm.
So a lot of times when people try to lose weight, um, a lot of it's just water. If you can drink more water, you can
Mm.
lose some weight because you're gonna push out more water,
Okay.
right? A lot of
Note to
times when
self.
people have high blood pressure, what's the first thing they do when you go to the hospital?
Give you
What they
water.
put in, what they put in your arm?
Oh,
They
that
get the IV.
IV.
They pumping
Yeah.
water in, bring
Yeah.
your heart rate, bring your blood pressure down.
Mm. Look at that.
Drink
Teaching tonight,
water,
brother.
man. Drink
Teaching.
that water, man. Drink
Okay.
that water. Drink that
That's
water. A lot of times your
oh,
blood pressure up. You want to do a quick fix or whatever. I ain't gonna. I'm not. Again, everything's for educational purpose. I'm not want nobody going to hurt themselves. If you
yeah.
got an issue, go to the doctor, go to the hospital. I'm not. I'm not claiming anything like that. But for the most part, just continue drinking some water. Drink water. Drink water. Drink water.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Hmm.
so we do a lot of water manipulation. Like we drink a lot of water and we take diuretics, to push that water out of you.
Yep.
And the more water you push out, the more cuts you get. You start seeing the muscle separation and stuff like that. So, but yeah,
Okay. Man, it's powerful. Brother,
powerful, man.
this is real. Before we get out of here though, I got one more video I want to show you and just get your opinion on, man.
Okay.
This I had a bunch of them, but that one I showed earlier and
Yeah,
this one,
that's
like,
me. Yeah, that first one
man,
was me. Yeah.
and watch, get a look at this one right here, because I know a lot of people like this. Watch this.
I'm gonna be real with y'all right now.
Mhm.
Bro, it was like a month ago. Things were so heavy. Maybe like 2 months ago. 2 months. Yo, life was lifing. Denzel, life was lifing. Bruh. Oh, life was so heavy. Man, I was just going around places. And let me tell you why. I pulled up to the church, pulled up to the grocery store, I pulled up to some homies. What's crazy, all I really wanted was a hug. If somebody would have hugged me, I don't care who it was, if one person would have hugged me, I would have broke down crying. That's how heavy I felt. That's how fragile I felt. If somebody would have hugged me, I would have broke down crying. A nigga was hurting. And it's one of those things where it's like, sometimes as men and women, we're not in a place to talk about it yet, but we just still need, like, we're crying out for help without crying out for help. So sometimes, even if I see, like, I hug people all the time now, because it's like, yo, you might just need a hug. You might not say it, but you might need a hug. So I say all that to say, bro, I remember that week. I was just like, yo, I just need a hug, though. I never wanted a hug so bad in my life. Straight up.
Wow. That
That's
was
deep,
another
man.
powerful one, bro. For real.
Yeah.
Because we never think that. You know what I'm saying? And that, when I seen that video, bro, I thought about that and said, you don't get enough hugs when you need them. You
Mm-mm.
know what I'm saying? Or like you need them kind words and justice from a friend, or you see a post that just like, thank you. I needed that. Pick
Yeah.
me up. That was a powerful video right there, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
That was me, man. That's kind of
Mm.
like, again, both videos, man. If I had to say anything, man, be
Mm-hmm.
honest with you, man, that's where I'm at right now. Even though
Yeah.
I tell people I'm trying to look like what I'm going through,
Yes.
but life has been heavy mentally for me.
Hmm. That's right.
I wake up, sometimes I just cry, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, I had this knee surgery, but even before the knee surgery, like I said, I was having some issue with the first knee surgery. It was
Mm.
causing pain and stuff like that. But at that point, I was going in a downward spiral, Kev. You know what I'm saying? And I couldn't catch myself. And I think I'm on a rebound right now.
Yeah.
But this surgery has caused a lot of emotions for me, and not being able to concentrate, um, not being able to focus on my business. I've been
Yeah.
off work, not able to work, and thinking about, okay, yeah, my salaries, my paycheck's been cut in half. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? I'm digging in my savings and all that. So it's like, God, what are you saying? And I still don't feel, I
Mm.
still wake up every day hurting, from the knee. I don't know if that's causing a reaction the way
Mm.
I feel, but I've been taking the steps and going to therapy, the acupuncture therapy, and seeing my doctor and things like that. But it's been overwhelming. And what he said,
Hmm. For real.
man,
Yeah. I already know, bro. I already.
and at nighttime is when I really struggle. You know,
Yeah. That's true. That's true. Well, you got me, bro. Always. And like we said, we connected on something outside this, man, since we was at Zion Baptist. You know what I'm saying? So, it's good to be able to talk to another brother that's feeling the same way and going through, and personally who not ashamed to let somebody know, bro. You know. And what you doing right now, that's probably the hardest thing for us men to do. I watched the video today and they said that's cleansing us, bro.
man,
Man, for
hey,
real.
you
I
know,
ain't wow. I ain't
and,
want you to
and,
quit.
and the thing about it is just what I'm going through, and I can kind of sympathize with a lot of people who may be going through chronic pain for years,
Hmm.
and I can see how they get tired of fighting.
Yeah.
Again, my mother. I mean, towards the end, I'm thinking now it's like she got tired of fighting.
Yep.
She
Yep.
got tired of fighting the pain that's inside, and a
Yep.
lot of things that you can't really cure. You know what I'm saying? It's just the way life is. You
Mm.
understand what I'm saying? The girl that I was training, well, I was supposed to train her. I saw her the other day, and we made contact, we exchanged numbers, and she called me. See, I can't call you right now because her cousin just committed suicide or whatever.
Mm.
But then I was able to talk to her, the a couple days later, and one of the things that she said, he just said he had been going through so much chronic pain, taking medicine and whatnot, working for years, and he just lost the battle because.
Mm-hmm.
And I can kind of resonate with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, because every day I get up morning, like, Lord,
Yeah. The
why so
same.
much pain? You know what I'm saying? Why so
Yes.
much pain? What is it I'm supposed to be getting out of this?
Yeah.
Because I don't feel, a lot of times it takes me a minute to get going, but it's just like, why do I always think something's wrong with me when it's not?
Mm-hmm.
It's mental.
Yeah,
My mother went through that, and I'm trying not to be like her.
that's
She
true.
went through that. The doctor would tell her, "Ain't nothing wrong with you," but she always thought something was wrong.
Mm,
And that's what I share with my therapist. She said, "You're not your mother. You're not your mother."
mm,
And so I keep using that as a way to keep going, to reach out to other people and say, "Hey, let's talk." But yeah,
man,
yeah.
man,
So I'm
see,
working on some things, man. I'm
yeah,
working on some things, but it's real. Mental health is real. I've been
hmm,
addressing the issues. Again, I've been reaching out to other people. And I think with me being transparent, has helped people. I have a decent audience on TikTok now. And I talk to
hmm,
people about, my issues,
hmm,
without getting into great detail, but it is what it is.
yeah,
This hurts, Kev. It do. I ain't gonna lie.
yep,
I get up every morning just like, man, I got to, but here's the positive side is that I look at it, you made it through the day.
hmm, that's right, that's right. Ain't
How are
that
you
something?
making it through this day?
Ain't that something? We don't think about that
Yeah,
at that moment. You know what I'm saying?
you don't. Yeah. Yeah.
You're right, because at night when I get ready to lay down, man,
Yeah.
before I give God His thanks, I just be like, wow, I'm
Yeah.
back home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you said, we
Mhm.
wake up, got a plan. When you get out there, it's hard. Like you said, a lot of people don't see what we're going through because we suffer in silence.
Yep. Yep.
And then later on, we make it back home.
Yeah.
And I will tell you, man, continue to fight. Never give up. Continue to fight because it's somebody else that you might not even know, bro, but you helping. Even being on this podcast. I don't know if you've seen the last comment come across the screen, but
Mhm.
my wife said she commend you for being so vulnerable and showing who you are, and you are in her prayers. And that's a woman that's laying up there in so much pain herself from having a stroke. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So we
Yeah.
know,
That's a
we
lot.
know.
Yeah.
It's like you said, bro. This was meant to happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was meant to happen. Like I told you last night, the book that I got coming was me
Yeah.
basically opening up my pain,
Yeah.
opening up that box. It's gonna make some people say, "Damn, I ain't no care was went through that or going through
Yeah.
that."
Yeah.
But like somebody always told me, said, "Our pain is what makes our success."
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's crazy to say, but it's so true.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna tell you, Corey, keep fighting, brother. Keep being strong. Keep being you. I'm gonna be there for you.
Yeah.
This ain't gonna be the only time we talk. We
Right.
exchange
Right. For
numbers,
sure. Yeah.
and we gotta, even if it's have us a 30-minute prayer session, whatever, we gotta get it
Yeah.
together, bro.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah.
you
For
said,
sure.
start getting other good men
Right.
involved with what we gonna do, man.
Because
For
here's
real.
here's the here's the key thing, Kel, is that, and I realized that too, is that we don't get each other forever.
No,
I'm
that's the
saying
truth.
the
That's the
things
truth.
we love, we'll eventually lose,
That's right. Hmm. Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
no matter how we look at it.
No matter how you look at it. Like you said,
Yeah.
you suffer from the loss of your moms and your stepdad. I suffer from the loss of my dad, man. And I just feel like, I've been broken in millions of pieces
Yeah.
and still trying to put that puzzle together. And I know
Yeah.
it might take a lifetime, but,
Mm-hmm.
it is what it
Yeah.
is.
It is what it is, man.
Man, brother, this been a blessing, truly a blessing, man. I'm glad we got to sit down and chop it up, doing it on the podcast, man. And hopefully something that you and me said can help somebody that's going through what we're going through.
Yeah.
'Cause mental health is real, people.
It's real.
It ain't just a writing on the sweatshirt that you see around here.
Right.
You know, Sometimes I question people when I see them in them. Like, do you really know what that is you talking about or you wearing? Because it's people really going through that,
Mm-hmm.
So like
Yeah.
I said, man, I appreciate you tonight, man. Thank you. This is powerful, bro.
Yeah. Because
You
it
know
ain't, it
what I'm
ain't, it
saying?
ain't my last thing. It ain't about pulling yourself up by the bootstraps either.
Hmm.
It ain't
That's true.
about sucking it up. People don't understand that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
When it comes to mental
for
health,
real.
so
That's
we need each
true.
other.
That's right. You know. And the only way we're gonna get through it is with each other.
with each other.
You know,
Yeah.
so I don't have the picture no more, man, but it's a picture that I always love, where it was a man reaching over a wall with his hand
Yeah.
pulling up another
Yeah.
wall.
Yeah.
I hate I
And
lost that picture.
that's what we got to get back to, that discipleship, man, putting each other up. And that's what's
Yeah,
been lost
that's what's
for
been
sure.
lost for real.
Teaching each
Yep,
other. Yeah. And yeah.
that's
Yeah.
right. So, hey, you got me, bro, for sure, always.
All
From the
right, man.
choir
Appreciate you.
days, yeah, hey, from the choir days of singing "Jesus Loves Me,"
You
you know what I'm saying, to now, bro, for
running
real.
up and
So,
down
man,
on church steps.
man, all day
Yeah.
long,
Yeah.
getting popped in the back of the head for chewing
Right.
and gum in church and
Right.
talking.
Right.
I
Right.
remember them days, man.
Yeah.
We learned a lot, though.
Yeah.
We learned.
We
And look
learned
at
a
the
lot.
men
Yeah.
we are
It was
today,
a
bro.
community, man. It was community.
It's a community. That's right. Yep. So, hey, we're gonna continue to talk. Before we get off of here, though, I sent you a message. Stay on for a minute. I gotta holler at you. And boom. Once again, brother, it's been a
Okay.
great show tonight. I thank you, Corey, you, Fit Jackson, for coming on the More Than the Coach podcast, man. And like we said, reach out and help each other, y'all. For real. Because this mental health is real. Yes. Thank you, bro. For real. I get with you in a sec.
Okay.
Step into the zone where we elevate minds. More than just a coach, we're breaking the bonds. Lessons to inspire, lift you off the ground. In the sound, we redefine the way we're found. Tune in, turn it up, let the vibe explode. Knowledge drops heavy on this winding road. More than a coach, we're a force on the rise. Busting through limits, reach for the skies. Each episode, a journey, take a leap with me. Building greatness together, we're born to be free. Born to be free. Fly to shine, we're chasing the dream. Seasoned with passion, we're more than a team. Empower the